Or $3 to get all this stuff put together. So we hope you appreciate it. We appreciate the time and effort. I'm Ralph Kerr. I'm from Central Point, Oregon. I come down here every year to do my best to help Bob put on a good show, and he's done a fine job. Bob had a little problem last year, so he's kind of on the sick list, but he's on the mend, and we're proud of him for it. Anyway, I'd like for you to give Bob Hines a big round of applause. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to try to do, I don't know who's on all these tractors, so I'm going to, and passing this mic might be a little difficult. So what I'm going to try to do is, I'll tell you what I know about them, and that won't be very much, so it won't take very long. Coming up, first tractor coming up is a BF Avery. This man bought this tractor in 5 or 6 boxes and 2 piles of wheels. Took him 2 years, but he's restored this tractor. He's from Rouge, Oregon. I don't know, I'll hold it for you, Mark.
What do you want me to talk about? You? Oh, can't talk about him. This is a 1947 BF Avery Model A. I bought it in boxes. I had more in my pickup than I did on the trailer when I bought it 3 years ago. I completely rebuilt it, and it's all new, inside and out, all new seals for 3 bearings in the rear end. I had to replace, and it's been, actually, it became a thing of love because the gentleman I bought it from was 84 years old. He got to drive it a year ago, and the tears rolled down his eyes seeing it run. So I really appreciate this tractor. Thanks for it.
All right. This is a tractor from Medford, Oregon. This is a tractor from Medford, Oregon. It's Don Sweet. He and his wife brought this tractor down. He's got a grater blade put onto it. And Don, what can you tell us about it?
Not a whole lot.
Man, I'm getting more upset all the time. You guys getting something, and all I get to do is talk. I want to present that to you. It's sponsored by the Big Red Worm Farms. Thank you for coming out. Get a rope.
That's one of the newer ones that
Okay, now. This young lady's hoping to pick up a boyfriend, I think.
It's a Farmall Super C that was sitting in woodland for 20 some odd years, full of water, and then Bill's son bought her and fixed her up, and then my grandpa bought her from Bill, and now she's mine.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Bill never got one when he owned it. This is from Jerry Edders. Oh, Jerry Edders Car Club. Thank you, young lady.
you have them front wheels on.
Now, Bill said I had to sell it to get somebody to get a prize for it.
Like that. They didn't open them up like they did then. They're Trump tractors, aren't they?
This is a 450 International. You may have seen it out here farming. Out here.
This thing has worked its whole life. We bought it from a guy that decided he used it up until the time he decided he was going to move back to Oklahoma. Sold it to my stepfather and he gave it to me. Anyways, it has a torque amplifier. If I'm having a hard time getting going, I can lower the gear and shift on the go. It has a 2-point fast hitch where I can hook on, lift it up, go to where I'm going to do my work, use it, lift it up, and go back home. It's a 1956.
That was a good year. That's when I graduated from high school. Thank you.
But they didn't say what kind of one.
That it is. I pulled it out of a scrap pile in East Nicholas 2 days ago, and I put a coil and a tune-up kit in it and a fresh battery, and it lit right off.
Did you actually put any gas in it? No, it must have good old gas in it. I'll just leave it home. What do you think? Okay.
That's your 35 Orchard Model C.
And you got it all painted fresh. Okay. 35 Orchard Model C. There's a lot of work goes in on these. Several years ago, and Bill's son can tell you a little bit about that.
I sold it to him because I couldn't get it started. It ran really good for a while, but the biggest problem was there's no blankety-blank steering wheel on it. And it's real easy to go left when you want to go right, or go right when you want to go left, or in my case, it went through the garage door, so I sold it.
Oh, and this is Lauren Otto from Central Point, Oregon. I'll let him tell you about it.
Well, Bill sold me this a couple of years ago here, and it's worked out real good for me. I found a plow for it, and took a round out here the other day, and it worked out okay. So, if you get a chance, come on up to Oregon.
Lauren has got the display in the corner over here that has the miniature sawmill and all that stuff. He handmade all that stuff, including the little set screws in the wheels. That's nice and quiet. This is 1919, 1917. I'd lie for a couple of years.
1917, 816 Avery, made in Peoria, Illinois. This tractor originally worked for him out of Arbuckle, California.
All right, here. This is presented by Blue Line Rental, and this is what the award on this one. The oldest tractor at the show.
Well, that's really working on it.
Now, can you imagine driving that all day long down around Arbuckle?